21.2 Age. Aging is the process of something getting older. There are two different types of age that sports scientists look at, and these are biological age and chronological age. Biological age is how old your physiological body is. Biological age, also called physiological age, is a measure of how well or poorly your body is functioning relative to your actual calendar age, as stated by Sharon Bassaraba. For example, Ronaldo is 33, but has a biological age of 23. This is due to him being an elite athlete and having to keep his body and diet at the perfect balance for him to perform. Chronological age is how old someone is by date of birth and calendar year. Yolanda Williams wrote that chronological age is a measure of an individual's age based on the calendar date in which he or she was born. The endocrine system is a messenger system controlled by hormones that maintain homeostasis. Hormone production happens to decrease with age. The hormones that decrease are estrogen, testosterone, growth hormones, and melatonin. A decrease in estrogen mainly occurs in females. However, the hormone is in both males and females. The result in the decrease results in women getting menopause, which is the stopping of a woman's menstruation. This typically occurs between the ages of 45 and 50 in women. The decrease in testosterone happens in both men and women. However, the effects mainly occur in males. The effects that happen is a decrease in the male reproductive system. The reduction in growth hormones affects both males and females and results in a muscle mass, strength, and growth decrease. This means that as you get older, you start to become weaker, and muscles become smaller or experience muscular atrophy. Finally, there are decreases in melatonin levels. This results in older people experiencing irregular sleep patterns and feeling awake at abnormal times. There are things that can be done about this, however, not for all of the different hormones. For females and estrogen levels dropping, they can go through hormone replacement therapy, which allows their estrogen levels to remain normal. However, has been known to come with some negative side effects, and isn't 100% safe and recommended to do. This can be performed as well with testosterone, but is a lot less popular among males, as it comes with stigmas attached to it, and also because most males, as they get to the age where their testosterone drops, do not mind their reproductive system becoming less efficient. As you can see from the graph, estrogen levels peak between the ages of 23 to 35, and from then on, estrogen levels fall until the age of 50. By the decrease in estrogen levels should be around 75% and remains at that level constantly. Its effects on sporting performance is that it can cause confidence levels to drop within individuals. For example, stereotypical males who lose testosterone, which results in their muscles experiencing atrophy, will physically show themselves being smaller and less muscular than they used to be, which can affect their confidence levels. Also, with the muscular atrophy occurring, the muscles are not working as much with old age, making it easier to gain weight, as you remain eating as much food as before, but don't use the food to create energy, which can cause body confidence issues at older ages. It also affects their energy levels, as their sleeping pattern is changing due to melatonin. As you age, the density of your bones starts to drop, and in severe cases can become osteoporosis. This means as you age, your bones become more fragile and easier to break. Prevention of this can be done by performing physical activity, however not performing anything that includes heavy impact, so light jogging is highly recommended as it allows the bones to move and develop without the use of impact on the bones. Another way of preventing this is by having calcium tablets or increasing your calcium intake. This is because calcium helps your bones and helps build your bones and keep them healthy and strong. So without the high calcium intake, bones begin to wear away. Osteopenia is where your bones are weaker than normal, but not so far gone that they break easily, which is a hallmark of osteoporosis. Your bones are usually at their densest when you're about 30. Osteopenia, which is a loss of bone mass, if it happens at all, usually occurs after age 50. Another factor to take into consideration with age and the skeletal system is that as you get older, your cartilage starts to wear away, resulting in a decrease in resistance and increased level of damage to the bones. This can be called osteoarthritis, meaning the joints stiffen. If this occurs, training and performing exercise in swimming pools is suggested, as the water allows the training to take place just without any resistance on the joints, which would damage them. Another way around this is performing surgery, by removing cartilage from elsewhere in the body and placing it where it has worn away. With young age, children need to perform bodyweight exercises. For example, press-ups, sit-ups, and pull-ups. As performing resistance exercises with extra weights can lead to damaging growth plates in the bones, which stunts the growth of the child, meaning they won't grow properly. Effects that aging bones has on performance is that because bones become weaker, they cannot take as much weight and impact on them. This means that sports that involve these sorts of things become much harder to perform. For example, any contact sport such as rugby, football, hockey, etc. means the participant runs a high risk of causing themselves a bone injury. This leads them to playing less intense or full-on sports such as bowls or golf. However, if the cartilage in the joint is worn away, this leads to bending at the joints becoming very painful, so it can lead to preventing all sporting performances as they all include moving joints. From the age of around 45 to 47, your body starts to experience a loss in muscle mass. This is called muscular atrophy. This cannot be stopped, however the process can be slowed down, as seen on the graph. By participating in regular exercise and staying healthy, the atrophy of the skeletal muscles takes longer to happen compared to if you don't take part in regular exercise. This is because the sedentary lifestyle mixed with age means you are moving less, and with your metabolism slowing down as you get older, you start to gain weight, and without the exercise, your muscles stop developing. Sarcopenia is a disease linked with the aging process and muscle mass and muscle strength loss. Effects of this can be loss of balance and ability to achieve tasks. Sarcopenia can be prevented through medical treatment. Loss of muscle mass's effects on sporting performance affects participants by not allowing them to be able to perform to their best. This is due to, as you age, your muscles start to fatigue quicker. This means that not only can older people not perform as much power-wise, they also tire a lot quicker, so they cannot compete for as long as younger people. However, this doesn't matter, as many sports have been adapted to suit older people, so they are able to stay active without wearing themselves out. For example, walking football. This is football, however, you have to walk, meaning it's that older people don't fatigue quickly and they can still play the sports. There are also other sports which don't require much running or heavy lifting anyway, like golf, as it's quite a relaxed sport intensity-wise. Also, as you age, your mobility levels start to drop, which affects your sporting performance, as it means sports that require a lot of moving around are a lot harder to complete for some older people. There are also sports that are adapted to these conditions, such as bowls, as it does not require a lot of walking, and there are breaks between turns. Also, there are things put in place. For example, in golf, there are golf carts, which limits the amount of physical exercise the participant has to perform, which is useful for players with cartilage problems.